Hey y'all, it's your girl Lynette the Go Getter Morris coming to you today to help you to be more productive, right? To give you 3 strategies that I use. I guess you can call them productivity hacks, right? 3 strategies that I use to ensure that I am the most successful and the most productive in my days, right? We know as entrepreneurs we can venture off into doing so many things, and a lot of times we deceive ourselves in thinking that because we have so much flexibility that we have time to do all the things, and that couldn't be further from the truth. You get into doing all the things and don't do any of the things that are profitable to your business or that would constitute as being productive, right? So I'm going to share with you 3 of the strategies that I utilize in my business and overall in life, just so that I am the most productive and I'm getting the most out of my days. The very first thing that you want to consider is strategizing for the week, right? So I utilize Sundays as strategizing Sundays. I give them a theme, right? And on Sundays, I strategize for the entire week. So I'll make a list of everything that I have to accomplish for that particular week, right? Or everything that I want to accomplish for that particular week. And then I get with my planner, have my planner, and then I'll map it out according to days, right? So if I have 10 tasks that have to be done that particular week, I'll schedule something for Monday, something for Tuesday. I spread it out across the week, right? For the most part, I utilize 3 tasks that has to be complete per day, right? Just not to inundate myself with things to do every day, and making sure that I prioritize whatever those 3 things are. So some days I have more things to do than other days, but I do make sure the 3 priorities are at the top of the day, and I get those things done before I get into anything else in that particular day. So strategizing, using one day a week to strategize and determine what has to be accomplished that week, and mapping it out according to days so that you have have the days mapped out on what you're supposed to do even before you get to that day, right? So that helps me to be more productive when I already know what I have to do that particular day, and I already have mapped it out on Sunday. So Monday I know, okay, these 3 things have to be done. Tuesday, whatever it is, so that I'm not getting to the day and scrambling trying to figure out, what I'm gonna do today, those type of things, right? So that's my very first suggestion. That's my very first strategy for myself. The second strategy that I utilize is time blocking, right? I shared with you all before that I map out everything in 2-hour increments for myself, right? So if I'm going to start that day working at 8 a.m., from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., I'm doing one task, right? And then from 10 to 10:15, I implement breaks for myself as well, right? So 10 to 10:15 is going to be my AM break. 10:15 to 12:15 is going to be task number 2, whatever that may be, right? 12:15 to 1, I take it as a lunch break, right? I officially remove myself from my work environment and I go across the room, because y'all know I'm working at home. So this is my living room. So I go across the room, get away from my work area, just so that I can mentally decompress, take some deep breaths, breathe, get away from this mind, the work mindset, and just relax. Give my mind the time to relax, right? So I go over across the room, eat my lunch, and then I'll return back here once my lunch break is over, right? Yes, I give myself a lunch break as well, just like when you were employed for someone or when I was employed for someone, we had lunchtime, right? From 1 to 3, I get into the 3rd task of the day, whatever that may be, right? And then after that, the rest of the day is just kind of doing some other activities. If I'm going to cook for that particular day, I also use a 2-hour time block to cook in. And other times I may have to revisit. So let's just say if something that I had to do from 8 to 10 and I didn't quite finish it, I don't extend the time. What I do is kind of put like a bookmark in it so that I can come revisit it at the end of the day and wrap up whatever loose ends that I didn't get finished at that particular time. Just because my attention span just doesn't hold the interest of something after 2 hours, right? So I don't want to get bored with it and then not do it to the best of my ability. So I'll come back and revisit it at the end of the day, tie up whatever loose ends it is, whatever it may be. But time blocking is another strategy that I utilize in order for me to be the most productive, right? And then the last hack that I want to give you all on today is making sure your surroundings are simplified, right? Because if you're a creative like me, our minds are constantly working and constantly going. But when your space is cluttered and you have a whole lot going on around you, it makes it harder for you to be creative because you feel boxed in because there's so much going on around you. So make sure your space is conducive with who you are, right? Allowing your mind to flow freely and allowing you to create. But if it's cluttered, then you can't, right? So eliminate everything. Like on my desk, and at one time I used to have like the junkiest desk, right? And felt like I could work productive in that area. But the older I get, the less productive I am when I have so much going on. So I tend now to have only on my desk what I need to work on that day or for that particular week, right? Mainly my planner is on the desk, my notepad, because I'm still a person that feel like I gotta write everything for it to sink in, right? So my notepad is there, and whatever I have to work on for that particular week. So if it's a client's nonprofit, I'll have the documents here for that. Whatever it is, whatever I'm working on that week, that is the only things that's on my desk. So the 3 strategies that I want to leave with you all today is 1, strategizing for the week and then mapping it out, right? So that you're not getting to each and every day trying to figure out, okay, what I'm gonna do today? You already have it mapped out. You utilize one day to map out your entire week, right? Or you can utilize one whole day to map out your entire month. Whatever strategy works for you, use it, right? And then the next one is time blocking. So whether if you do 1 hour a day dedicated to a task, whatever it is, 2-3 hours, time blocking is another strategy that I recommend. And the last one is making sure you simplify your surroundings, making sure your space is cleared and clutter free so that you are creating to the best of your ability. Nothing is blocking your creativity, nothing is blocking anything, right? Because your space is clear, and you can do your best work, right? Do your best work, live your best life. All right, y'all. So hopefully you all have grasped something from this and can utilize it in your everyday strategies and your techniques so that you are more profitable and productive in your business and in your lives. Signing off for today, it's your girl, Annette the Go Getter Morris. Talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.